you have questions. In those questions, you can write how do you hear me. So everything is cool. So you hear me well. Do I need to like? Where are you guys? How many people we have here? Ladies and gentlemen, so you have questions. You see the questions? So here you can write everything. Can you please respond? Do you hear me? Okay. So it looks for me so that there are no.
There are people are typing in the questions. I don't know why you cannot see it.
It's very strange. Okay, let me just here to make a presenter. Okay, very strange. Okay, let me just rejoin. So why we are actually here? Let me just open my presentation. Yesterday we had, you know, for the Russian-speaking people, we had like a, I would say, conclusion of what we did for the past 3 months. And today, myself and Mila, we will just a little bit show you what has been done, where we are standing right now, what are the company news, what we are planning to do in the future, because many of you are asking like what we're gonna do when everything like when the money will be collected for Eco Techno Park. So what will be the next steps? And this is actually the reason so why we set up this meeting. But before we will start it, I want to ask you guys, so how do you feel based on before EcoFest and after EcoFest? Do you feel more confident? Do you feel more positive? What are your thoughts? Can you please share? Those people who joined Skyway before EcoFest and after EcoFest. So, what is your impression? Only joined 3 days. Chris, very welcome. Positive, but also what is this? Wanting to know what next in the time frames. Okay, Aroha, hello. Excited and more confident. Good. I was just before EcoFest. Andrew, welcome. Positive, continue to grow, of course. Absolute going to the right way. Jens, hello, my friend. Didn't fully understand to begin with. Okay, so today we will cover this as well. Very positive and excited, and now, wow. Before Fest it wasn't so visible, now it's more visible. Good. I joined Skyway before EcoFest. Now I feel okay, but still don't see any big changes. Roman, what exactly do you mean? What changes you want to see? So let's put it this way. Excited and more confident. I cannot sleep about it. Didn't had a chance to go, but I've been always positive. Martins, hello, very welcome. Looking forward to the next stage. The risk is much lower than before. Zeni, I'm even more confident in sharing business. Yes, guys, today we will be talking more about business because it's already obvious that the technology will be there. So, do you see my screen? Harmon, the impression are positive. I don't understand why there is this CMX platform to sell the Skyway shares on $11 per share. Why? Fabrizio, to be honest, we can't control those people who are upselling. And if someone wants to buy for $11 per share, why not? So you also, if you will find someone who will buy your free, to sell. Very satisfied to Tom. No, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Uh, before no, okay, I don't need right now my screen. So before we will continue, I want to represent the person who is actually a very good friend of mine. She joined Skyway at the very beginning, but for the past 3 months, so she did amazing job. Probably you know about who I'm talking, but what she gonna do today? So she will share you some numbers, some statistics, because you know that every business to succeed, so you need to follow the numbers. Either they are very positive, they are negative, it doesn't matter. But as long as you know what is your growth, what is the company growth, so that actually gives us the understanding either we are going, in a full speed forward, or we are, backing up. So that is a very important in every business, and I would like to invite Mila. She will do that. But before she will join, I want to share a little story. We just recently been in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and the whole Malaysian team, hello. And that was our first live training, which we did for 7 hours. So the first one was a presentation, and then we realized that it's enough. So the already technology can sell herself even without us. All what we need to do, just show the video, and the people already will see, how serious this business is. But what we were focusing on, that was on a business side, that was on a training, that was on how to give people all our knowledge, how to pass that to them, and to show them that there is a much more than just the pre-IPO shares in the company. There is something much more that you can get involved today. There is something much more that we can actually give people today. And myself and Mila, so we did the first live training, and I can share my thoughts. Mila will share later on her. But what I saw that even if there is like a 10 people and you see results, you see that they are growing, they are getting something that they never had before. I think that says much about our business, and I would like you guys to join us in a full throttle. Just go and do it, and we are there for you. And now, Mila, I would like to ask you to share what you did. How was your summer? Because people are always saying that I went to holidays, and do you want to see my pictures? Do you want to see how I spend my summer? Mila, we want to see how you spend your summer.
Great, thank you, Armand. Thanks for introduction. Hi, how are you guys? Hope you can see me and hear me well. Can you please put pluses if you can see me and hear me? Hello, hello. Great. All right. Well, yes, I would like to share with you how I spend my summer. I promise not to share any private pictures. Let's talk about the business. Before that, can you please see my screen? Can you indicate me if you can see my screen? Not yet. Someone says yes. So can you see the presentation slides? That's what I'm asking. No, you cannot. Let me have a look. Show my screen. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Yeah, can you see my screen? Can you see the presentation slides? Yes, thanks, Annette.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right, so let's talk about how I spend my summer in Skyway Invest Group. And before that, can I ask if you have here people today who are in Skyway Invest Group more than 1.5 years? Let's say someone who joined the business side more than 2 years ago. John, Tom Nilsson, Michael, Jen, Martin, Annette, Darren. Okay, perfect. Well, guys, then what I'm just about to share with you, I really hope that it will give you some sort of the little push, a little kick, because I believe that what I achieved for the past 3 months, anyone can achieve. And we should have more people today who will share this story, because we have people who are in the business for 3 years, for 2 years, for 1 year, and it doesn't matter, to be honest, how many months or years you're in a business. But what important is what have you add the value, have you add the value to yourself, to your closest circle, to your friends and family, to the company performance? Because I really believe that anyone today can be where I am at, or Armand at, or other directors at. It's very important for you also to understand that in a company like Skyway Invest Group, we have amazing opportunities, and anyone today, doesn't matter what country you're from, doesn't matter how old are you, what is your background, it doesn't matter, like, nothing is matter, to be honest. The matter is your personality, your mindset. The matter is if you are the leader, then you can and you will be successful here. So let me show you my summer this year. As you can see, it was extremely busy. This is just the quick print screen of my calendar for June. Almost every day I had numerous of meetings, and almost every day it was something to attend or something to be part of. It started off with Ethiopia. As you know, I traveled to Ethiopia, I believe it was April for the first time. But then during the April, May, and June, we worked very closely with Abby. He is from London. He's our partner in London, and he's the one who did all the introduction to the Ethiopian government. And the result of our cooperation with Abby, as well as with the Ethiopian government, is signed memorandum of understanding for a specific project, which will be in Addis Ababa. But also, as you can see in the picture on the left-hand side, Anatoly Dartovich Unitsky, he prepared some technical documentation, the concept which was approved for Ethiopia. So I guess the first event for me in summer, it was June, when we have signed all these agreements for the Ethiopia. Then India, myself and Ashutosh Kumar, we have Praval here, we have Umesh here, and other people who really put lots of effort to make these meetings happen. The first introduction to the Indian market was also during the April, but then through the summertime we keep continue to build the relationship. And in June, I believe it was the first week of June, myself and Ashutosh Kumar, we traveled from London to India, where we had numerous of meetings with Anatoly Dartovich Unitsky, with the Victor Baburin, and other top level from the government and investors from India, where we have discussed what will be the next strategic step for the development. Because as you know, today, India, unfortunately, people from India are not able to invest, and there were lots of negotiation with Unitsky, where we try to show him that we need to provide the people in India also opportunity to become the part of the multi-level crowd investing. We wanted them to also take the part in what we create in here today globally. And slowly we managed to provide enough proofs, enough evidence that the team we are having in UK are extremely talented and extremely, strong team of people who can protect the company interests. He can be there to help Unitsky to grow his business more successfully in India. And just a few weeks ago, Anatoly Dartovich Unitsky and Andrei Havratov, they had a meeting one-on-one where Anatoly Dartovich, he confirmed that we will definitely do multi-level crowd investing in India. So I wanted to congratulate all of you guys who've been involved and people who supported us and people who were asking the questions in chats, what's going on with India, when the market will be available. So the good news that it will be available very soon, and we are now in the process of opening Skyway Invest Group India. So fingers crossed, it should be the company should be incorporated within the very short period of time, and we will be able to offer people from India to invest into the main company as well as the project development. So shortly after India, it was the conference in Norway organized by John and other leaders, where myself, Armand, Olga Shantina, we traveled, we did the presentation, and we also met the leaders. We met very extremely talented people over there. And even though the conference was quite small, but the outcome was amazing. And as soon as John started, also being more involved in the business from the full-time perspective, then no doubt we can see the really huge results on the performance of the Norway today. And I will talk about the facts and figures later on. But I guess back to my summer. So shortly after India, it was my trip to Norway. Then Australia. I love Australia. It was my first time when I visited Australia. It was a third week of June. I visited Perth and then the Gold Coast. We had conferences in both cities. In Perth, we had more than 50 or 60 people to attend. It was the first ever conference organized in Australia. And I met leaders such as like Sharon and Sally. I met Arun for the first time. I met Andrew. So there are lots of people who are very active in the company today since that first conference in Australia, which was in June. And actually from Australia, Rod Hook also started very actively participating in our conferences. He already participated in a few where he shared with his opinion, his expertise, and we can see that he also really wanted to add the value and to make sure that people are heard of about his story, that they know what he has done for a Skyway in Australia. So it was one of the, I guess, the greatest conference where we managed to bring new leaders to the company, and because of those leaders, today we develop in not just Australia and New Zealand, but also Australia, Malaysia, Philippines and other countries. And as you can see from this slide, also there are a few meetings were organized where Matef and Arojo were participating with the people who are interested in investment, the people who are interested to do the business with us. And usually when we do the conferences, it's not just about to come for 1 or 2 days event and then leave. We're usually there for sometimes for 4, 5, 7 days. It depends, where we can also do lots of, meetings as well as follow up after the conference and provide people with the support. So after Australia, straight away, I came to Minsk. It was the EcoFest, so it was July, where we had an amazing conference. Skyway Invest Group, we organized a conference. It was the 2nd of July. And also I visited Eko Technopark. I visited our engineering center in Minsk. So lots of excitement were there. And I was really happy and keen to see the people who traveled all around the world, the people I personally work with, Armand personally worked with, who were there to support Unitsky, to support the Skyway Invest Group. And it was the first conference where we translated it from Russian to English to Italian. So for the first time ever in the history of Skyway Invest Group, such a level was organized where people from different countries for all over the globe. They were able to understand, and they able to participate in our conference. And again, leaders like Sharon and Sally, they travel from from Australia to see everything themselves, even though they've been in the business for only a few weeks. So everything was perfectly set. We had lots of people from London, from Philippines, who also traveled and who wanted to see Ekotechnopark, to meet Unitsky, Havratov, meet the team behind it. So shortly after Minsk, it was the conference organized by our partner Evdokia in Ireland. I never visited Ireland previously, so for me, I was very extremely happy when she showed in like interest, and she actually came to me during the conference in Minsk, and she said, Mila, I wanted you to present in my conference in Ireland. We will have a Russian speaker audiences and English speaking audience, so can we please have like double event where in day one we present everything in Russian language, and day two we do in English. And because of the people like Yevdokia, when people are not just there to be invisible, they're there to show the initiatives. They are there to approach us and say, I want to grow my market, but I need your help, I need your support. And myself and Armand, we always like happy to travel, and if there are any conferences to be organized, then of course I would be happy to participate. I know the Armand, he also traveling today a lot. So the conference in Ireland went extremely well. We had on the day one we had around 50 people, and day two we had also probably around 40 to 50 people. And today, if you compare the revenue from Ireland before and after, you can also see the great results. So thank you very much to Evdokia for invitation for this beautiful event you organized. Shortly after Ireland, I went for holidays because it was like a bit too much different conferences traveling around the world. And when I come back, myself and Armand and Olga, we went to Malaysia. And Malaysia was very special event, because this was the first time when we had a conference in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. The meetings and the conference was organized on a very, very good level. We had around 80 to 90 people on a day one. And then, as Armand already mentioned, we had a following day training where we will talk a lot about what are the necessary tools you need to use for you to be successful in Skyway Invest Group. So it was like almost 7 hours, training where people, they felt, exhausted but satisfied. And I can see like after Malaysia, even though it's been only like last week, there are some people who are joining our teams, and I can already today see the revenue coming from Malaysia. And again, a huge thank you to people who organize all this, because not myself or Armand, we were able to organize anything like this, because again, we are working with so many countries, but at the same time, the leaders like Govin in Malaysia, like Arun, who helped to organize everything, like Ravi from Canada, Sharon and Sally and Andrew, who traveled from Australia to support their teams. It's just amazing, because you want to, like, you don't want to do everything by yourself. It's very hard. You need to have support. You need to have people. You need to surround yourself with the leaders. And that was exactly the feeling in conference in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, because the leaders who join us, they've been in the company already for a few months, but at the same time, we had a new people, and for some of them it was them opening eyes, the conference where they finally realized what business they are in today. So therefore, for me, it was the great experience. And as you can see, I visited more than 8 countries for the past 3 months, and that's how like busy my summer was. And if you compare traditional business and what we have in Skyway Invest Group, you'll see such a huge difference, because usually in traditional business, the summertime is very calm, because lots of people on holidays and the business usually declined. But in our case, we can do business successfully any month, like of the year. It doesn't matter if it's summer, or it doesn't matter if it's Christmas time. people will still wanted to be part of it. And actually the conference like this just to prove me again that no matter where we go, but every time when we leave the country, there are always going to be some leaders who are excited about this technology, excited about this opportunity, and excited to be, part of the Skyway Invest group and grow the business together. And even today, we had a conversation with Andrew, with Daniel, with Sharon, with other people who already, invited myself and Armand for other event. And it's just amazing to see how the company grows. And I'm sure, guys, like what I'm shared with you, it was, not just for me to show off, but I wanted you to also look at this as if you can be there together with myself and Armand to do the same what we do today. And again, it's not about how many how many months a year to be in the company. It's all about you. It's all about how big you want to grow within the company. What is your limitation? What is your, do you want to go outside of your comfort zone? Then we are here to help you, to push you out of this comfort zone. We're there to support you. So my summer was extremely busy, and I want to thank all people who organized this magical events. He were there to support us. He invited myself and Armand to attend these conferences, to be speaker. It's a huge privilege, guys, and I'm very happy to be where I am at the moment. And I wish you all to just realize the potential, and hopefully from from the autumn, let's have a look on this 3 months, which is September, October, November. It's going to be a massive months in terms of the business. It's going to be lots of changes happening now, which will change the way we do the business. As you know, we're very close to the stage where Ecotechnopark will be completely funded. We are never been so close to it as we are now. And if I compare the last year and this year, I can see the huge results coming from the leaderships. And I can see that it's almost like a snowball effect. We start with something small, but now we're so big, we're unstoppable. We have today 3,700 people who are actively involved and building, the Skyway Invest group, building the business. It's a huge number. And by the end of this year, we're going to open a few other offices, and not just in Europe, but we're talking about open in Africa, India, open office Australia, New Zealand, Philippines. So there are so many things which now will be there for you, but you need to show also results. You need to be a leader. We're not just looking for people who wanted to invest in a company and step back and relax. We're looking for people who are ready to take actions. And I guess that is my message for you guys. What do you need to do? The first of all is to be consultant, for you to be able to open office and for you to be able to do the business more serious. You need to complete the Master Profit course, and the Master Profit will start from the 12th of September. And Master Profit course is compulsory for those who want to open offices, who want to become the speaker, who want to travel the world, work with another teams, for people who want to work with project initiations and with the big investors. You need to complete the Master Profit course, same as myself completed, same as Armand completed, and other leaders. So once this is done, then we can sit and we can talk what will be the next steps for you into your personal development. And also very recently have created the chat where I only invited people who are consultant level and more, and the people who wanted to be in leadership, Skyway Invest Group leadership. So therefore, there are always, it's always something where there are always the goals which can be achievable in Skyway Invest Group. We provide all support you need for you to start growing the huge business, and not just locally but globally. So therefore, let's have a little not a competition, but let's guys to make sure that after the autumn, after September, October, November, we will have other people who will join sort of the same telebridge, and you will share how your autumn went, and then you will share your achievements. Where have you been? What have you achieved? I think it will be amazing for everyone to see that, we have a great leaders in a company. It's not just, myself and Armand. We have so many people globally who are doing the business together in Skyway Invest Group. We just need you to take the initiative. If you want something, you tell us what you want, and we're there to support you. So that's pretty much it from my side. So that was my hot summer 2017. Someone asked me about the pictures from my holidays. Yeah, John, let's just keep it, separately. But I just wanted to share with you guys this to again to motivate you. Anyone can be at my place. What I do, again, you're more than welcome. I will be more than happy to work with you guys, inspire you, and let's make sure that we start September, and today the 1st of September. So we start the September, October, and November on really, really hard targets. Let's talk about the numbers, and then I will pass the microphone back to Armand. So let's have a look a bit statistics, what the financial results were. Sorry, for some reason my screen keep jumping. Okay, so what I will share with you, the number of registration and number of new investors for 3 months. So we're talking about specifically on summer, so June, July, August. So if you have a look, the number of registration for 3 months in 2016, we had 25,171 person who registered. And compared to 3 months in 2017, you can see the growth was 24.2%. So we had in total 32,133 people who registered in June, July, August in 2017. Okay, now my computer is stuck. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if you can still see me or hear me, but everything is freezing in my computer. Okay, just give me one moment. You see, every time when we do some, webinars, something will happen, the presentation wouldn't work. What is this all about? Okay, let me just open this one more time. Okay, can you see my my screen now?
No.
No? So I just restarted PowerPoint slides. Okay, what about now?
Yes.
Thank you.
It works.
Okay. Come on. All right. Okay, let's do again. So for the 2016, I explain you. Okay, so for 3 months of 2017, we had increase in 24.2% number of registration. And let's have a look at number of new investors. So in 2016, we had 3,776 people who are invested. And you can compare with the 2017, you can see the huge increase. So today we had, for the past 3 months, 9,799 people who are invested into the Skyway technology. So we had increase on 159.5%. It's huge. And again, remember what I mentioned at the beginning. So we are not a standard business. You would never see such great results in traditional business. And even in, I know in network marketing companies, summertime, usually the business all like slow down, because again, lots of people on holidays, and people are not like not all of them are that much into the business. In our case, it doesn't matter what months, we always shown the increase, and it's a very good proof, comparison from last year and what you can see in this year. Imagine 159.5%. It's huge, and we have still big markets to be open. Let's have a look at the percentage growth by volume for the 3 months. Oh, why is it keep jumping? Okay. So what we have here is you can see the graphs for the 3 months of the summer in relationship to the same period of time. So the overall increase by volume, it's increased on 127.2%. And you can see the top performing countries. The first, Kazakhstan, they're doing an amazing job. And last month they have done more than 1 million in volume. So they break in all records. We have Russia number 2, Norway number 3, and huge thanks to John and to Boris, who now actively developing the business, and Pierre and Tier and other people who are actually there. I'm not going to name all of you because I don't want to forget about someone and then feel bad about it. So huge well done to Norway. Number 4, Italy. Petro and Alsu, they true leaders working very hard, and Italian market also showing amazing results. Always the two competitors between Norway and Italy, they always come so close to each other. But statistically, for the 3 months, Italy number 4, in Norway number 3. Then number 5, UK. So well done, UK team. Number 6, Australia. Australia, even though it's very new market, because in Australia we do business like actively only for the past few months, but they managed to bring lots of investors and lots of revenue to the company. So therefore, they are number 6, and number 7 is Ukraine. And what I can tell about this these countries. Apart from, I guess, Kazakhstan, Russia, and Ukraine, Norway, Italy, UK, and Australia, these markets are still quite new. Even though some people were in a company for more than 2 years or more than 3 years, but still, these markets were never developed at that speed. And the reason why, because we didn't have the right translation, we didn't have lots of processes which were done in other Russian-speaking countries. But nevertheless, of all this hassle and hurdle, I'm very proud that to see countries like Norway, Italy, UK, and Australia to be on the top 7 countries in the world. I think, and I'm confident that when we're going to have the same conference in autumn, we will have another countries like Malaysia definitely to see in the top 7. I want to also see like few other European countries like a Czech Republic. They always were working on the top 10, but unfortunately now it drops. The sales drops. I want to see more English speaking countries to be in the list because we now have amazing teams. We have people from Canada who haven't yet shown the great result in Canada, but they work in with the global teams. So let's make sure that next time when I see you on this webinar, when we talk about the results, let's make sure that we have more English speaking countries as the top performances. But huge well done to all these countries which you can see now. They all deserve to be where they are at, and I know that every single country which you can see from that list, they spend enormous time and effort to be where they are at. So it's not about matter of luck. It's not about matter of just being in the right place in the right time. It's matter to have hard work, not necessarily like work hard, but rather work smart. And these countries, they work very, very smart. So huge well done for all of you who has a relationship with these markets. And let's have a look at growth in terms of investment for the past 3 months compared to the previous years. To the previous year. Again, as you can see, in 2016, the top 10 completely different from top 10 in 2017. And again, you can see the more and more English-speaking countries are on the list because we have a huge team behind it, and I want to make sure that we keep growing, fast and efficient. And if you compare this specific slide, that you can see the countries like Norway, UK, Australia, we shown the significant result in terms of the bringing the investment to the company. And unfortunately, the country like Ukraine, Belarus, Czech Republic, they show slight decrease. But at the same time, we all have the opportunity to grow, and I'm very confident that for the next 3 months we will show even better results, because as you know, September, October, November, they are extremely they're very important in terms of the certification. They're very important in terms of getting all these big investors who wanted to fund the Ecotechno Park, to get them involved, to make sure that we're going rapidly through the stages of the development, to make sure that we can work much more efficiently than we are now. And I'm sure with the fact that we're going to open India within the next months, we will definitely see the India in the top 10, and this will be one of my personal targets as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And as a summary, so for the past 3 months, we see the huge increase. Something I already shared with you in the previous slide, but just to outline this one more time, the increase was on 127.2% in terms of the bringing the investment to the company. So huge well done, huge well done to all of you guys. Because I know that we have here today leaders who worked very hard and very smart to be where they are at the moment. And the last slide, just to, I guess, show the tendency, volume by countries. The reason why here we just outlined a few countries, not all of them, because we were concentrating on the top 5 countries. It's Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine, Italy, Norway. And you can see, like, for example, in countries like Russia, they always been on the top, but then Kazakhstan now they do better than Russia. Ukraine, you can see Ukraine was doing really great at the beginning, but now they for some reason the revenue drops. But if you compare this with Norway or Italy, then the tendency is completely opposite. They started with the small in January 2016. They started with very, really little revenue, but then slowly but surely they growing very fast. And I would add here UK as well, because unlike other countries, UK is showing very good results month by month. So if you have a look at the historical data of the UK performance, we actually very stable. So it doesn't matter what months it is, January or July or Christmas, UK, they're always quite stable. There's always room to improve, and I'm sure UK team will agree with me, but huge well done. And I believe that we should add UK to this chart as well, because again, UK market is very important strategic market for not just for the Europe, but we have people who started from the UK, and then slowly we will grow globally, include myself and Armand. So that will be all from my side. I hope that I managed to explain you well about the growing tendencies, to give you a bit of facts and figures about our achievements in terms of the registration and revenue per country. And again, huge well done those leaders who are working today. Especially, I want to outline Norway. I want to outline Italy, Australia, UK. Amazing job. And I'm sure we can show even better results in autumn 2017. So that's pretty much all from my side. I would like to pass microphone to Armand, and then probably at the end of this presentation or at the end of the teleconference, if you will have any questions, then myself and Armand, we can answer them. Armand, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, so I would like to answer a couple of questions, because I see that the people are asking about the companies, like what is why the ERSS holding company is holding like a 60 billion shares, and that the ISP number is given only to ERSS holding 1, and there are no ERSS holding 2, and etc. The first and only answer that I can give, so it's based on what Unitsky is saying, what Victor is saying. All those ERSS holdings, so that is the company where the big investors are not joining. So that is the companies who are already the big investor for the main company for the GTI, but they are like they are getting involved all the small investors. So if you will go to any company and you will be interested to invest $100, so try it. Nobody will allow you. Why? Because there is a certain amount of money that you need to invest to be an investor. This is I hope that it's clear. Another thing about the people are asking about when we will go on IPO, when we will be able to sell shares, and etc. One more time, guys, I can tell you so that you see how the company is developing. And I would like now to show you my slide. Can you pass me my screen, please? No sound. Guys, do you hear me? Yes, okay. Shayla, I think that you need to just rejoin. To join again. Okay. So can you pass, Mila, can you give me the access to show my screen?
Yeah, you should have it.
No, I don't have. Okay, cool, now I see. Okay. So I would like to talk more about what was and what we did, and actually what there is for you guys. So I hope that you see my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to focus not on me, but focus right now on you. We were asking at the beginning how long time you are in a company. And you know, yesterday when Andre asked me to share my story, just to give the people understanding that what you can achieve here, I remember myself when me and very good friend of mine, Martin, so we went first time for the conference. I went to the conference alone, basically. It was in Moscow. They promised me to meet Unitsky, but unfortunately, so he didn't came. And I was thinking, probably this is, you know, not serious business. But then I contacted the people who were there, and I organized to have a meeting with Unitsky. And that was in Lithuania. That was the time when Unitsky, you can see his office, not that big as today. But I went to see him. Why? Because I felt somewhere inside that if this is something big, then I need to know everything. And today, why I told you from the beginning that try to apply everything on yourself. Like everything what I will be sharing with you now, just, you know, try to see yourself in that position. What I did, so I went to see Unitsky, myself and Martin, so we spent around like 3 hours. We were talking to Unitsky, and I realized that this man has a massive plans. When I realized that, I saw myself that I can fit in. Also, before that, I was reading one of very great books. So that is a Richard Branson, Screw It, Let's Do It. And he's admitting that a lot of people, they just want something, but they don't want to do the action. So the first meeting with Dr. Unitsky was October 2014 in Lithuania. We didn't have any place where to build. We didn't have any how to say, we didn't have any constructors, we didn't have any engineers, so nothing apart from idea, nothing. But you know, I start to believe that this man can change something. But of course, to achieve something, you need to at least understand what you have to do, what will be your role, what will be your duties. The same like if we are going to school or to new jobs, so you don't have a right, you know, to state your own like rules to that new team or new company. So you are basically adopting to existing rules, and that means that you need to learn. The first maybe month, 3 months, you are in a learning process. And July 2014, that was the time when I accomplished Master Profi. And you know, this was the beginning of everything. So what I realized that if I want to grow in a new company, in a new business, I want to develop myself, so you need to do the self-development, which is a very important. The self-development means that there are no any manager, there are no any director, you know, above you. You are your own director, you are your own manager, you are your own, let's say, like the highest, you know, man who will either kick you out from the bed 8 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, like more for you, and you are starting to do. You are starting to do whatever you need to do. And here I want you to understand that I'm not, as Mila said, yeah, we are not showing off that that's what we achieved. But today, as Mila said, we are very new in this market. And my question is to you guys, where do you see yourself? What you would like to achieve? What is your interest? Because you saw someone was live at the EcoFest. Someone was watching the videos. But have you seen how many people there was? The 5,000 people, the tickets were sold out. So they add another, you know, bunch of tickets to sell. But only from the Skyvent group, only from those activities, what myself, Mila, and all team did. So we brought 2,500 plus people. On the next day, we had around 300 people who were basically passing the trainings, and that is like a 3-day Master Profi training. So I see that there is a lot of people who passed that training, who been there, who realized that, okay, so this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Let me see what I can do here. And then what are the results? So then when you will learn, you will start to implement. When you are implementing, so you get the results. And one of the first my result was, you all know about it, it was signing the memorandum of understanding with the Irish government. After that, I met another big person in network marketing, you know, world. That is oh my God, what was his name? Eric Worre. So I heard a lot about him, but you know, I had a chance to talk to him, and I realized that all those people who said that, Armand, what are you doing? So this company will never see the sunlight. You are crazy. You are mad. So please, you know, just behave yourself. Come back. So here is you know, your old lifestyle. Why you need, you know, to do all this? But I realized that I want to surround myself with the winners. And just next picture, you can see. So that was actually one of the person who we met in Malaysia. He's very big big guy. So later on, you will know his name and what he gonna do. But why I'm actually sharing all this? You know, today we are so big, we are so powerful that today the government is accepting our terms and conditions. The government today is more and more likely accepting us as a multi-level crowd investing, and they want, you know, to allow us to implement the first kilometer of the road. And why they want to do that? Because they will be the one who will be inviting people to the multi-level crowd investing for a particular project, because that's how they see themselves involved. And if they will give the people today this opportunity to become a co-owner of the maybe like a 0.001% of the company, that will give them anyway the brighter financial future. So the results will be when you will start to do the first step, and the first step is to start act. Do your first training, go through it, do 5 presentations, let the world know about this possibility, because this possibility is right now only for a short time of the period. I don't want to mention the names and the people, but I can tell you that the race already started. There are a couple big investors who are already sent the letter of the intent to Unitsky, so he knows all those people, and basically they are just negotiating what will be the terms and conditions to send the money, and from Unitsky to send either the percentage in the company or to work together for the further projects. But what is there for us? Okay, so they will come in, they will come with 200 million or whatever the company needs, and then we will be again out of this big pot. Because today we got the pre-IPO equity shares in the main technology. Doesn't matter where it's going to be implemented. Mila already announced that India is accepted by Unitsky. So we managed to negotiate with Unitsky and to get his acceptance to put the multiple crowd investing in India. Why? Because of our partners, because of those people who are today sacrificing their time. They are doing a lot to see how this multi-level crowd investing will be developed in India. And we understand that everyone today is against the racism, right? The racists are, I think that is the worst what can actually the people can be involved in. And if the whole world, 170 countries today, only in the Skyway Invest group, that is the statistics, that we have the possibility, everyone, to get, to purchase access to the EIPs, to get pre-IPO equity shares of the Skyway technology, but some countries are left out. You saw that Australia did, I think, 4,000% for the past 3 months. Why? Because before it was left out. Before there wasn't any possibility for them to join. And the same with other countries. That's why today we are looking for the leaders. We are looking for those who will be taking, taking yourself and considering as a leader. So obviously you will be acting as a leader, and you will be showing as an example to your teams. So before and after, you can look at this guy. I remember, when I found out this picture, I remember that day. It was in Moscow, and Andre at that time said so that when he saw me on the stage, and why I went on the stage, because they were asking like where you guys came from, can you please stand up and shout from your seat, so where you came from? And I said that I came from, I was like speaking in Russian, and I said that I came from UK. So they were a little bit in shock, because the person from like born in Latvia, living in the UK, and fluently speaks Russian. So what he's doing there? And when they asked me to get myself on the stage, so I was afraid. I didn't know what to say. But all what I did, I was just sharing my thoughts. I was sharing my my feelings. And that was the moment when Andre saw me, and he basically he said that, Arman, I want you, you know, to meet me and to discuss like our further plans. So I'm not showing this. So do you see that? I'm not showing this, you know, to show how great I am and what I did. I'm showing you all this, guys, to give you understanding that you can be the next leader. Everyone who is there today, you can be the next leader. And forget about what the people are saying. The people are thinking based on the 80s education. The people are assuming everything based on that information and those materials what they had, you know, in the school and in universities. But that was back in the 80s. That was back in the 90s. Today you have to look just. I just in one of the conferences I mentioned about YouTube channel. I got actually YouTube company. It was developed in 2004. At that time, do you think that people were thinking that they will be paid for having, you know, those subscribers? No. And all of us today, we are standing out. We are standing out of all that mindset, which was, you know, provided us back in 80s and 90s. So today we are unique. And if you are unique, you will be able to deliver that information to those people who you are meeting. That's why today every second minister, every second like a banker, like business owner, so they are starting to hear us, because they understand that we are not anymore small company. We are right now growing day by day. You can see that the growth is 100%, 1000%. Show me another company which is growing that much. There are no such a company out there. And all of you here, we have 60 people today live here. A lot of people will be watching this, you know, in a recording. But you are, guys, the ones who can stand out, and you can say that, okay, so this is my country, and I will not gonna allow them to use the old-fashioned trains. Let's look innovative today at our things that we have in our country, and let's do something different. This is my how to say. This is my message. Another thing, how many of you heard about? How many of you heard about like that they are trying? The people out there, they are trying us to put in a one line with the network marketing companies. Do you have them? So, are you with me? Because something happened with my okay. All right, good. The first thing, let's look what we have different with those companies who are multiple marketing companies. I yesterday gave that to my team in the UK. Before that in Malaysia, but now I want you know, to all of you know that. The first one, how many people actually with the multiple marketing experience? Can you please tell me where and which company you can go and be involved without any starting packages? So where you don't have to buy something at the beginning and then you can join the business. So we don't have this buying obligation. The another thing is we don't have to purchase again and again. So in other companies, there are the product, and you will be earning while you are giving this product to those people. Once you stop, once the person is saying, that's it, I don't need any more this liquid or these pills or something, so that's it, the business stops for you. Unlimited earning potential. So we don't have this, brackets. So you can do whatever you want. You can grow your business in 100 lines down, and you still will earn some small percentage from the whole turnover. This is an infinity income possibility. Yeah, from your downline. Another thing is how many companies can allow you once you have achieved, let's say, the top manager position or leading manager position, you can start your linear business. Here you can. Once you have people who are supporting you, you are opening your own company, then you are deciding with Unitsky like what will be the share percentages, but basically that is a joint venture company where you are starting to bring technology and initiate the target projects in your country. So that means that you are again you don't have to do everything all the time involving this multiple crowd investing, but that is the first step. So, and the most important, how many of you can go and access ministers, presidents, bankers, all top people, all top financial guys, all top like motivators and speakers who are from the different parts of the world with some product, only limited. We are here and we have unique product which we can give to every person in the world. So there are no such a company like we are today. Maybe tomorrow there will be, but not today. So for those who are really serious about the leadership, today, Andre setting up, based on the performances, setting up the leaders who will be involved in a multi-level crowd investing department. What actually is that? So that is those people who are really passionate about our approach, who are really passionate about everything that Unitsky and Andre together are delivering today. So you can be, you can basically, after you show your results, you can be the part of the multi-level crowd investing department. And all of us, we get some small percent out of the whole company turnover. That is additional income stream. Why? Because you need to travel, you need to book hotels, you need to organize the meetings, you need to pay for the venues. So that's why you have this money to grow your business inside the company. And the last thing, but not the least, so today we know when the company will go on the stage 10. And very shortly I will announce this date. Someone maybe already know, but I will announce it because we have this information from the company. But let's get back to 3 years. Let's get back, to that slide where I first time met Unitsky. What do you think the chances will be that we will close stage 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? We will go on IPO, and then we will start to do the target project. What will be the chances? I would say, guys, that it's more than possible. And we are today on a stage 9. On the 19th of September, 23:59 p.m. Moscow time, we will go on the stage 10. That means that there won't be any income. Today we have 7 income streams. After this stage, we will have only 6. I will beg you, Nitsky, to give another stage, but I can't guarantee. So we are already losing those people who probably we were afraid to approach. They don't have any information about it, because you are the one who is prejudging those people. Stage 10 will be closed, and then we will start to stage 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this opportunity will be gone forever. So my question is to you: how many people you already prejudged? How many people you already avoided with this information? How just take a look in your list and see how many people don't have information yet. Stage 10, that is just a number, because I said that today we have very big investors looking into invest whole amount of money, and for them that is maybe 1% of all their money, and they are not risking that much as we were risking at the beginning and even today. Another thing, I don't know if you are aware of, but on the middle of the September, the whole delegation is coming and they are starting the certification process. Within 2 weeks from the 15th, 16th of September, so probably until the end of September, so the company will certify 2 transports, which is a Unibike and Unibus. Today we already have 10, I think, or 12 Unibuses built, and I just can, guess for what project it's going to be. So the company is going further very, very fast. And some of you already, missed that train. But you still have the possibility to jump into the last carriage. You have. The question is, who won? And I can tell you guys, the multi-level crowd investing, that will be the next trend for not 10 years, but for the 50 years, maybe even 100 years. The same like a multi-level marketing came to our countries 80 years ago. So today, they are 80 years in the market. Today, there are, the people who are promoting those companies, they're saying, I'm working for the company who is already in the market for 80 years. Good. But imagine how slightly chances are for you to get to the top. You need to be better than all those people within those 80 years. Here, you have the unique opportunity. You have the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be the first in your city, in your country. You are the first. So I'm really looking forward to see the next leaders like me, Mila, Annette, Maddie, Sally, Sharon, who else we have there? I don't want also, to skip someone, John, Per. So those are the names who you will very soon hear that they are doing, something in their country. I'm not talking about the project, because the project will be, anyway going there, but about the multi-level crowd investing. So I want you to today to be at that place where I was 3 years ago, and to you know, to hear what are the feelings, what do you think, what do you feel, and where you see yourself. So take an action, and very welcome to the team. Very welcome. So one more time, small recap. We are looking in multi-level crowd investing department, 11 people in a total. Today we are 4. So there are, you know, another 8 spots open. 19th of September 2017, we are going to stage 10. All your income will be only in a cash, and there won't be any, I mean, the bonuses will be in a cash, but there won't be any pre-IPO shares. That will be on the 19th of September, 23:59 Moscow time. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask. Can I go out and work now? Yes, John, you can. You have my permission. Could not log in earlier, some technical problem. Will there be a recording? Mila, can you please answer, do we have recording?
Yeah, we have recording.
Okay,
I'll provide you recording shortly after.
Okay. Did I answer the question about the ERSS holding and the ISIN number? Fabrizio.
I don't see any like wow comments like we're moving to stage 10, guys. It's official information. Are you sleeping? You've been asking for like so many weeks and days, you know, when we're gonna go to stage number 10. So now we know where we go, and no reaction. Come on, wake up. Stage 10.
So no borrow shares in the stage 10. Absolutely, Harish. Wow, great. Wow. You see, Mila, only when you are, you know, showing up, so then they are, you know, starting to impress.
I'm so excited.
Info. You're welcome, guys. Any questions? Go back to 8. What do you mean go back to 8? Yeah, this is super exciting. Stage 10. You know, I remember when we started with the stage 1, and now we are on the stage 10. So do you think that we will not gonna close the entry to the main technology? I am interested, please contact me. Michael. Okay, the phenomenal news. This is, she's pretty. Okay, I get it. Only 8 spots. Yes, Sally. For those who will show the result, Andre will give basically the possibility for you to get into the multi-level crowd investment department, where you will be developing not only your country but all English-speaking countries. Facebook is already updated. Yes, John. And do we still have the monthly payment options? At the moment we have, I don't know what's gonna be at the stage 10. But don't even, you know, to think about, oh, so we still have like 5 stages left, because I told you that right now we are in the middle to negotiate the terms and conditions, and there might be a big investor coming in, and when he will come in, that there won't be any stage 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, any stage. I have a set date to now, how I go. Yes, so now just get back to those people who still don't believe, get back to them and say, listen, that now the company is going stage 10. You already missed 10 stages. You already missed 3 years possibility to grow with the company. Come on, wake up. The buyback possibility. Yes, I don't know when the company will do the buyback possibility, but I think when the company will start to receive the big money from the big investors for the project, so then they will start to do the buyback. Would the bonus shares continue for the existing packages? That's a good question, Andrew. I didn't thought about it. Let me write it down and ask. So you mean if we have a 10 months plan, yeah? Do we get the bonus shares? Okay, I will find out, and definitely, guys, I will update you. Can we go to the stage 11 file in this big investor will invest? We can even go, Jens, to stage 15. No, there won't be any reserve. Once it's gone, it's gone. Definitely. I see no action here in Slovakia regarding. Michael, if you are true leader, please contact me. I will send you the how to do this in chat message. I will send you my Skype. So this is my Skype. Please just find me on the Skype and we will talk about it. Because I know that Slovakia is free today, and if you are ready, to take over, if you see yourself as a leader there, so we can talk about it. They cut trees by hand when I went in. Yeah, John, absolutely. John is writing. They cut trees by hand when I went in, and that was actually I think it was stage 6 or 7 already. And that was, I think, September 2015. I'll contact you. Guys, all of you have those people who invited you. Just ask them how to contact me. You can also contact the Martins logins in support. So you can go to your back office, so click on the support, get in touch with Martins, and Martins will give all the information how to contact me. Yeah, Department of Multi-Level Crowd Investing has only 11 spots. Today there are 4 people, myself, Andrei, then Jamilia from Kazakhstan, and Maxim from Ukraine. Thank you, Helen. Oh, great news. Sounds good. Wow, wow, wow. What will the share discount be from stage 10? According to business plan, it will reduce by 30%. Mostly. Will the bonus shares allocate continue with the packages that are in progress? Andrew, I wrote this question. I will ask Unitsky. And basically, once I will get the answer from him, not from those who just, presuming or they're just thinking that it will be like that. So I will get back to you. Model crowdfunding department, what does that mean if no pre-IPO shares to buy? That means that, this is a good question, Aroha. What do you think that the company will be doing when we will close and when we will finance whole Eco Technopark? Write it down. Phase 10, then only bonus and shares, correct. We are at the airport checking Malaysia, very noisy to be. Then only bonus. Yeah, absolutely, Sally. Safe flight back home, but yes, you are absolutely right. There will be only bonuses. Basically, you will be able to buy more packages, but you will not gonna be able to get the bonus share from those people who are investing in your team. Can you explain about 8 spots? I missed it. Those people who will be showing the results, I mean like the personal results, who pass the master profit, who are in the company, who share the vision of the company, so they will be selected for the representatives of the Skyway Invest Group. So we call it multi-level crowd investing department. That is the department who shares the small percentage from the whole company turnover. So that will be additional income for you guys. So John, on leave the room. I have to start working. Great meeting, Arman and Mila. Okay, John, take care, and let's attract all the Scandinavians. Will we still have the installment plan in the stage 10? Vijay, I haven't answered this question yet because they were planning to just go for the straight payments, so there won't be any installments. But that's not the answer from Unitsky yet. Okay, so let's keep this question open, and once we will find out, so we'll let you know. Once at stage 15, will the IPO follow at some time? Okay, about the IPO. The guys, IPO, that is for the company. Why company is going on IPO? That is when the company is fully, let's say, prepared, and they want to involve more people. They want to stand out. They want to show that they are there in the market. But once when they are going on IPO, when the people know about this company, my question to you is, if you will go out and you will mention the Skyway company, the Skyway technology, how many people will respond? How many people will acknowledge that that company? I think not many, right? But if you will go out and you will say, do you know the company like Hyperloop, or do you know the company like Apple or Google? So everybody knows about it. So if you want company to go on IPO, we need to knock on every people's door, and we need to let them know about the Skyway. It necessarily doesn't mean that they need to support us, that they need to be investor, that they need to be the holder of the pre-IPO equity shares. It necessarily doesn't mean that. What it means that every person needs at least to have understanding and to have at least the information that this company exists. Then when the company is going on IPO, so that everybody wants to buy these shares on the stock market, but the company even today can go on IPO. But what is the point for us to go on IPO if only 1 million people knows about us? And the share price maximum will be like 10 cents. What is the point? So that means for you as a person, Neil, that will be IPO when the company will start to do the buyback. You bought with a discount, now the company is buying with the 1 cent, which is like 1,000% plus from your first investment. Okay, so that's why the company is planning to go on IPO, but it depends on us how many people will be informed about this technology and this company. Yes, that is express consultant, or you need to have 4 agents. Check the bonus plan. So I'm always advising people, first of all, either to get the express consultant, then you are unlocking the whole potential of unlimited earnings from your downlines. But then you need to focus also, to build a team, because if you have only one person who is working and you are a consultant, so it doesn't make a big difference. What news about India? Harish, Mila already said about India. If you wasn't there, so then you can watch it in recording. What about China? Good question. We in Malaysia we had a couple of Chinese network marketers, so we will see how it's gonna go. But very soon needs to be translated back office in the Chinese and Kazakhstan language. not to speak too much about IPO, but if big investors buy up, rest will IPO be faster? No, necessarily doesn't need to be like that. When we will, even if the big investor will buy all pre-IPO shares and we will finance all Eco Technopark, we will start to raise funds for the local projects. Because even, you know, last time when I met one of the minister and we talk about it, so they said, okay guys, are you ready at least to build the first kilometer without our investment? Just, you know, by your own, and then if that works, so we are happy to build another 399 kilometers. And I said, why no? Because all of us at the end of the day, so we understand that our dividends will be coming only when the projects will be up and running. What we will do after stage 15, do we still have a job to do? Of course, Galina, that will be just the beginning. Once we will go on stage 15, we unlock the target projects, and those target projects needs, you know, like billions and billions of dollars. And we are today, the multi-level crowd investing team is forcing government accept our terms and conditions if they want to see this technology in their country. And we are you know, forcing them to accept that the first 10-20%, from 10 to 20% will be financed by the people. That will be the first on. So the people will invest first. There will be the time frame, let's say a couple months before they, you know, do the technical documentation. So it can long up to 6 months. So that will be the time when we will be able to give the people access to be involved in the target projects. The marketing plan stays the same, but the share will be probably 1-to-1 or maybe 1-to-2. For every invested dollar in the target project, you will get, let's say for $2 invested, you will get 1 share. But that will be also a benefit for those people because they lost the opportunity to be a shareholder of the technology. I want to open an office in OZ. What is OZ? OZ. August, bye-bye. Yes, I talked to him. Okay, thanks. You got what are offering local projects, open new country. I want to buy consultant payment plans. No, there is no possibility to buy consultant on the payment plans. So unfortunately, Speedy. How you any plans to come to Gold Coast again? This time we will be ready and have a people for you. Me and Andrew will work hard to get you audience you need. Speedy, I think that we already discussed that in Malaysia. So once you get that audience, let us know, and we will schedule our our time for that. When will we get the schedule and dates and links for the Master Profit training? Mila, can you please help me? So it was on the 12th. Yeah, it's scheduled for the 12th. I think it was 12.
What, the Master Profit?
Yeah, Master Profit for English.
Yeah, it's going to be twice a week. So 12th, it's Tuesday, and then next Friday. So every Tuesday and Friday we'll have it. It will be recorded. So for those people who are worried about the time, don't worry about the time. We will provide you with all recordings. As far as you do all the homeworks in time and you follow with the process, you will be fine. So make sure that it will be probably. I don't want to promise you anything, but it might be the last Profi before we close Eco Technopark. So it's going to be huge. And because we are planning to open so many offices by the end of the year, so the people who will join this Profi, this will be the people we will open up OPET with. So make sure that for serious guys who want to do the business with us, you have to pass the Profi, because all of us, we did our part. Now it's your turn, and we already done the Profi number 1, and we have around maybe 30 or 25 people. Out of those, we have at least 5 people today who wanted to open office and they fully qualified. So make sure that you don't wait too long.
Yep, I agree with you. Okay, Hanif, those who log their monthly plan now or in the past, the contract still be honored when we go to stage 10? Yes. Harish, they should continue bonus shares for some more time. Yeah, they should, but they don't have to. So the people today are, you know, so spoiled that you know, the company is already showing the three fully operating models. In the middle of the September, till the end of the September, so we will pass the certification. And trust me, once the certification will be passed, even the government order, what is, all of you know about it, that the Transport Ministry of the Russian Federation acknowledge Skyway technology as an innovation, and they want to replace the old system. Even if just, you know, they will be ordering, so we don't need to, you know, be involved anyhow. So it's already so obvious that it's gonna happen, but people still want, you know, to have this bonus, have that bonus, and etc. I also want that bonus, but the shares are limited. Can you tell us about South America? What's happened there? Rolf, I don't know what's happening about the South America. So if you can tell me what happens there, it will be cool. Have to know more value as not idea go public, correct? So we have to be more known, more value as a not idea go public, correct? Yes, Jens, correct. Yes, 3,500 today. You are purchasing the access to the Express Consultant, which includes 525,000 pre-IPO equity shares of the Skyway. Also, it includes free access to the Master Profi. What else? And you are unlocking the infinity earning. What about progress in the Philippines? Zeni, that is confidential information, but if you will describe what exactly you mean by progress in the Philippines, then I will be able to answer. My friend knows the government. Good. No news on Australia for a long time. What do you mean no news on Australia for a long time? Actually, when Rod Hook was joining us in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, so he actually announced that, and we were streaming on our Facebook pages. So just go and take a look on my Facebook, so you can see that that was a live streaming from Rod Hook, and he was actually telling about Australia. So once we hit stage 10, no more packages. When we go into India, they can still buy one-off packages in the whole technology. Andrew, that will be again optional. If the big investor will come and India will not going to be open, so then unfortunately those people will not going to have access to the main technology. Only if someone will from I don't know, from Russia, who like 3 years ago joined, and they are let's say they will be willing, you know, to sell some shares of the main technology. Australia is so selling my caravan. Well, we'll have them. How many need Chris? So we will talk about that privately. 12 steps, yes, right. You this express right. Did I pass Master Profi? Yes, Aroha, you passed Master Profi. All of you passed. What will the price be after 1909? 30% less. Thank you, great updates, very exciting. Watch this space, eat our try around the world. Yes, Sally. Okay, guys, becoming Australia. Yes, June will. Will other projects will be linked into the same back office? Yes, Neil, will gonna be. Okay, so does that then mean they will be able to get into their own projects? Yes. Last 3 hours. Good. Okay, guys. I think that most of the questions are answered. Thank you very much for for being here, and let's to select those who wants to be the next leader, who wants to open offices and etc. Please tell me who are actually ready, who wants to see themselves on the next level. Good. So we have Andrew, Chris. Andrew, I get it. Good, Michael. So I will get in touch to you. Cedric, Harish. I was born ready. Yeah, definitely. Okay, Aroha. Секунду. Maddie. Okay. So I'm a seller. I need to know how much the price for shares will be after. Jan Erik Eriksson, you have access, or you can ask your representative John to have the business plan of the 15 stages of the development. There is all written. It's not, we are not coming with our thoughts, we are coming based on the business plan. Please guys, everyone who wants to know what will be the discount for the shares on the stage 10, look into the business plan. Okay guys, so Mila, if they have a question, so you are free to join.
I think we covered pretty much. I guess the people are wanted now to do the actions, right? I'm ready to go now. I think we cover everything. We're ready to go and deliver, right? So thank you very much, guys, for attending this session. So we will keep doing this once in 3 months. Let's work together. Let's have the high targets. Let's achieve them. And yeah, one more time, congratulations. We move into the stage number 10. So make sure that you use this 19 days very effectively. Work smart. And I see you all next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.